What's up? What's up? Good morning, everybody. Starting the live stream very shortly. How's everybody doing? Market looks very nice today. What's up? We got 15 people on the live stream. Let's go. Good morning, Grand Rising. Get money. All right, guys. So we are currently in a really big win streak. So last week we were like 10-0. This week I believe we're currently 3-0. So we're like in a 13 trade win streak. Drop some W's in the chat if you've been able to participate in that win streak and make money with us. And what we're gonna be trading today is, we're gonna be trading gold like we always do every single week. We're also gonna be going over GJ, see if we can catch a potential trade there. Then we'll also be looking at the indices like NAS 100, since last week, that was one of the big players that got us, to be in that big win streak that we are now. I think out of the 10 trades, half of them were NAS 100 signals, surprisingly. I don't know why I was trading NAS so much last week, but it played out really good. We didn't lose a single trade, and I believe most of them, if not all of them, hit more than 2 TP. So they're all like a 1 to 2, 1 to 3 risk reward setup. So beautiful trade last week with NAS 100 and GJ. And then I think only one signal was a gold signal. Gold's overall, it's my favorite pair to trade, but it's just been moving so weird lately. But regardless, we're gonna still trade gold since that's what we focus on most of the time. But the market doesn't give us an opportunity, we're not gonna force a trade. We'll just simply go and look at another pair to trade that other pair. But I believe we do have a lot of red high impact news today. Let me check. I do believe we have a lot of volatility going on. Not now, but later on throughout the day. So at 8:15 a.m. we had red folder for the USD ADP non-farm employment change. Really shouldn't impact the market too much. It is a red high impact news, but it's not like an FOMC news or an unemployment claims news where the market will just go crazy. Next red folder that we have will be at 9:45, which is final manufacturing. Okay, this is PMI news. The market could get very volatile later on throughout New York session today. So I think during live stream today at 8:30, we won't see too much volatility, we won't see too much movement, but we might get some type of volatility later on, like after 9:30 or after NYC open, which is where most of these high impact news are going to start playing out. 9:45 we got PMI. 10 a.m. we have another PMI news, Jolt's job opening, and then at 2 p.m. we have, I believe, Jerome Powell opening, talking, where he's gonna be, we're gonna have FOMC, and we have the funds rate, and then we have FOMC press conference. So yeah, we have a lot of news in the afternoon today. So let's see what ends up happening today. I don't think we'll have too much volatility or movement right now. But throughout the live session, there is a possibility that we might start seeing volatility, as we start going through the charts, and as we're probably inside a trade too. So let's see. So gold in the 4-hour time frame, overall we do understand that it was very bullish. It had created all-time highs, these past few weeks, but this week and the last previous week, we did have some bearish candles, meaning gold obviously has to have some retracements, right? Daily time frame, we could see that it broke below our 8 SMA, broke previous lows here with this daily candle, and I do believe we might see a bearish gold week, guys. It's been bullish for too long, and I do believe we're kind of in that retracement week where we just might see a bunch of bearish candles to eventually to hit one of those target zones to continue ultimately pushing up on the bigger time frames like the daily and the weekly. But overall, I do believe that for the week at least, we will be bearish, since that's what we've been currently seeing now in the past few days. Yesterday it was bearish, the day before it was bearish, then we had a small little push back up, but the week before it was also bearish. So overall, I do believe gold will be bearish this week. We might just see a little tiny push back up to ultimately push down. And then 4-hour time frame, we could also see that we're bearish. We broke these previous lows here that are an important key level to mark up, since I do believe there's a very important 4-hour level right here that we did end up breaking, and we are currently retesting that level. So it's definitely a very important level that we are playing at right now. 100% if gold does end up breaking above that level, we could be looking for some scalp buys. Of course, since I said that I am more than likely looking for sells, I feel more confident and safe taking sells and buys. But again, the market's gonna do what the market wants to do. We can't really force the market, oh, go into sells and we're gonna go into sells. No, we just gotta do whatever the market ends up doing. All we gotta do is react to whatever reaction the market gives us, right? So if the market ends up pushing up, breaking this resistance key level, that's basically gonna tell you that there is gonna be a change in trend, and more than likely, gold will be pushing up, during the time that we'll be in those buys. So, you gotta do whatever the market ends up doing. So I'd say buys above 2300 psychological. 2300 will be my buying zone. And then there's a few target zones that we could target up here. And then again, for sells look very, very nice on this 4-hour major level here, where you could see that the market has been a resistance in the past multiple times. Resistance, broke out of it, then it created a wick, rejecting that level, and that old previous resistance had now turned into a newfound support. And then it did the same thing here again, where it created a wick, respected that level to ultimately keep pushing up, since back in the days, gold was bullish in that scenario, right? So that is the closest support key level, major support key level that we can find on the, on the selling side for gold. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if you guys can hear me loud and clear. Loud and clear. Perfect. Amazing. All right. So yeah, these are the 4-hour levels. Like I always say, the higher the time frame, the higher the probabilities of those levels being the real levels that you want to trade off of, right? So these are the levels that we can see on the 4-hour time frame. Market looks super clean. But let's dive into the 1 hour and the 30-minute time frame so we can find where exactly is it where we're going to be entering our trades. 1 hour time frame, we could see that we do have that 2300 level as a very, very strong resistance. And then again, not too much data on the 1 hour. The 4-hour looked a lot clearer than the 1 hour in this case. Let me see. I think we can move this. Yeah, we can move the support here. Let me see the 4-hour again. Yeah, so the 4-hour. Let's go to the 30-minute. 30-minute. We can definitely start looking for buys above this resistance, and to potentially target this level up here. And then we can potentially also target this level here, which if you see it towards the left, it had left a wick. So we could look for buys above 2300 psychological to target 2308, 2320. It potentially could give us a very big move towards the upside, right? We could see that type of bullish momentum. Market is also in the lower time frames playing above both of our SMAs, telling us that there might be a switch of trend, or a push up coming up very soon. So that's what I'm looking for in the buying side for gold. Buys above 2300 to ultimately target possibly 2320, right? And then for the sells, we could get some continuation sells, but the safest area to sell off of would be 2266. Now I know it's a bit far from our entry and a bit far from where we're currently at, so we'll have to see. We'll have to wait for market to give us more data, right? So we can find a selling scenario. All right, let's look at GJ. What's going on with GJ? Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. All right, perfect. I'm back. All right, so for GJ, what's going on with GJ? Daily time frame, daily, we can obviously tell that we are very bullish. Kind of the same thing that was going on with gold. We had a bearish today. Monday it was bearish. Tuesday it was a bit bullish. Since it respected that level, it didn't drop more, and now we are kind of indecisive for today. So what do we gotta do? We gotta dive into the smaller time frames to catch more data. 4 hour time frame, 4 hour. Ooh, we can kind of see that we are looking kind of bullish. Previous 4 hour candle expanded up, breaking these previous highs, and it does look like we are kind of expanding more up, right? With this bearish fall, it did not break this level here, which is a very important level on the 4 hour time frame. Kind of respected that level. Big rejection towards the downside. Probably grabbed left hand side liquidity, but it couldn't drop anymore, so it kind of respected this level to continue pushing up. We also could see that candles are playing above both of our SMAs, so obviously in the 4 hour time frame we are more bullish than bearish, right? Now this level is pretty far off away from where we're currently at, so we gotta mark up our closest key levels so that we can potentially find a breakout setup from whether we go up or down, right? So let's see where we can mark up our sells and buys. I think we got to dive into the 1 hour time frame for that. All right, let's see. So for the 1 hour time frame, I do like this level here for the sells. This level does look very promising here, where it's been a resistance, very strong resistance multiple times in the past, and it's also been a very strong support off of this small 1 hour range that we can see here. So I'd say I'd take some sells below this level for sure, to ultimately target this level here. Ultimately also target multiple levels down here that we could target. Could target this level. We could target this level down here. Let's see, 30-minute time frame. Yep, look at the 30-minute, how clear we have GJ, right? So yeah, 100% guys, sells below 196,900 psychological will be extremely valid on GJ, and then we can ultimately target all these levels down here. Buys, where can we take some buys off of in GJ? Well, let me measure. Look at this, we can potentially take a 30 pip trade here, buying above this level. Now there's a risky buy level due to the fact that we could only see it in the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, so it's a 30-minute time frame. It's a 30-minute key level, meaning it's a minor level, not a major level, but we could take some scalps here. Since overall, it is bullish on the bigger time frames, we could potentially see that market will keep on being bullish, right? So in case the selling scenario does not happen, we still have buying opportunities, right? And we have multiple buying opportunities. We have multiple different areas that we can enter those buys off of. Now, if we want to enter a little bit more riskier buys, due to the fact that the reason why they're risky is because we're marking it off of a minor level, not a major level. Well, it could be off of this level right here at 197,200. Why? Because it's a 30-minute resistance that's been played out as a resistance multiple times, and we could target these these highs here for 30 pips. It's still gonna give us a nice risk to reward. It's gonna give us at least 1-to-1, almost about 1 to 1.5 risk to reward, right? So that's gonna be a very nice setup to play out, and it could potentially even target this level up here, and yeah, looks pretty nice. So that's what I see with GJ so far. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat, and if you're one of my VIP students that are watching, let me know and I'll hop on the live trading floor if you guys are active there. That's what I see with GJ. Let's look at what NAS 100 is doing. Is NAS 100 very, very bearish. NAS, we can obviously tell that it's very bearish. We don't even have to do too much analyzing. 1 hour time frame. NAS is always clear. Like the markups for NAS are usually super clean. 4-hour major support. Easy major buy here. Yeah, I mean, Nas looks pretty clean as well. I'm not gonna trade Nas today. But it does look pretty clean. Yeah, I'm not gonna trade Nas today, guys, but it does look clean as well. So if we don't catch an opportunity with gold or GJ, all right. What's going on with gold? We might be able to catch a breakout here. 9 minutes. 9 minutes for a 15-minute candle. We're gonna break it above 2,300, and we'll be going in for the buys. In 9 minutes, well, in 7 minutes now, it's also gonna be the 30-minute and hourly candle, which is the candle that we need, right? So, let's wait for this. See what ends up happening. That would be a nice 1 hour closure. The 1 hour close will definitely be closing above these highs, and will be a nice closure. All right, let's see what ends up happening. Damn, guys, I woke up with a migraine today. I haven't been able to even go to the gym today. Alright, guys, I'm gonna be typing down the buy stop orders in my VIP sing room. But like I said, guys, candle closures above 2,300 psychological on the 30-minute time frame or higher, are 100% valid buys. $22.97 would more than likely be where my stop loss would be, but I'm gonna have to see how that candle closes because it's a pretty tight stop loss. It's a pretty tight stop loss. These candles are huge. These are literally, you know, these candles are huge. I think I'm gonna do 40 pip TP one, and then a 40 pip stop loss because the candles are way too big. You know, we're always gonna have a 1-to-1 risk reward of our trades, but these candles are just way too big. I can't put my stop loss at 22.97. We'll instantly be getting stopped out if we do that. Hey, how are you doing? Doing great, thank you. I think 22.96 could be a valid place to put our stops. Yeah, let's do 22.96 as our stop loss. 40 pip TP1 and then a 40 pip stop loss. These candles are way too big. You know, I can't put a 30 pip stop loss in this market in these type of conditions. So that's something you guys gotta learn. You know, you guys gotta learn how to adapt. Imagine if you trade with a super tight stop and a super tight TP with these type of market conditions. You know, you're instantly gonna get smacked with either a stop loss, or if you get lucky, yeah, you might hit TP quicker, right? But at what cost? You know, it's a lot riskier for you, you know, to trade with that type of tight stop losses and tight TPs with these type of market conditions. Right? I'd rather just let the market breathe a little bit, you know, since the candles are that big, and have a wider TP and wider stop loss so the market can, you know, wiggle around and move. I just want to thank you, bro, for the thing that you're doing for us. You're welcome, man. You know, I do this because, you know, I like trading with you guys. You know, trading by yourself gets boring, and you know, I also want to help, right? If I'm gonna be trading, you know, why not live stream it as well so that you guys can, you know, make money off of it, right? You know, it doesn't really cost me too much. I just turn on my computer and I live stream, right? I don't really want to charge you guys for this. You know, if I'm making money with the charts, might as well just record me trading, you know, and you guys can also take my trades. All right, guys, one more minute. Let's see what ends up happening on the 1 hour. Yeah, I don't like how it's moving right now. Yeah, 1 hour closure, pretty nice. But it did not close at 23 like I wanted to. Close at 22.98. Alright, yeah, guys, this was not a breakout. It was a 1 hour breakout, but not a 30-minute breakout or a 15-minute breakout. I'm not gonna be entering this trade yet, guys. Patience. GJ, what's going on with GJ? GJ is still in the range. I honestly like GJ more today. Gold is nice, right? I'm not gonna say it's bad, right? It's just the candles are too big for us. GJ actually looks pretty nice. Like, it looks normal. It's a 30 pip range, you know, usually what we always see, right? There's another day with GJ. Nas looks cleaner. Mm, Not really, man. The thing about Nas is yes, the range is cleaner, but look how wide this range is, right? From here to here, there's a bunch of points. It's too big of a range. For Nas to hit our entry key level, is probably not gonna do it now. It's probably gonna wait. We're probably gonna have to wait a little bit longer for it to do that, since the range is too wide. With GJ, we're pretty much there already, right? The resistance is just 20 pips away from where we're currently at, and then our sells are literally just like 15 pips away. So we have a higher probability for a GJ trade, for a GJ setup to happen sooner than a NAS 100 setup to happen. So let's just wait, see what GJ ends up doing. The only reason where GJ might not move is because we're already in New York. You got me? And during New York, it doesn't really move as London. During London session, we could have caught a trade here. It actually gave us a breakout, but not a full trade. They gave us 15 pips, and then it pushed back down into the range. Buy stops about above 197,200 are valid though for GJ. That's what I'm currently looking for. And then sells below 196,900. 3 months ago, I was afraid to take my first step into live trading. When I started watching you, you guys gave me confidence. I also spent 1.5 years in demo learning how to trade. You changed my life. Wow, man, that message means a lot. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. And of course, I'm here to educate and help people become profitable in trading. But if you don't take that first step, if you don't take that leap where, you decide for yourself that this is what you want to do as a career professionally, then you can learn from as many people as you want, but it all depends at the end of the day to you. You have to take that extra step. You have to take that the information that we give you and actually put in the action, because I can teach you, I'm gonna teach you how to fish, but I'm not gonna give you the fish. You get me? I'm not gonna catch the fish for you, right? I'm not gonna do it for you, right? You gotta learn how to do it yourself. And but yeah, I appreciate you, man, for hopping on the live streams for a year and a half, and learning with Take Profit Academy and learning with me, bro. You know, just like you, we have hundreds of other students, man, that are making money on a daily, and have been able to achieve a lot of things at a young age. I'm not sure how old you are, but there's a lot of people, in my community that are 17, 18, in their 20s, and they're over here living pretty good life for their age. You get me? So I appreciate you, man. And I'm glad that you can see the fruits of your labor and see what trading can actually bring you when you dedicate yourself and actually put in the work. One second. All right, guys. I was just marking up my I was writing the signal down for the VIP signal room. I was just placing the sell stops and the buy stops for GJ, and now we just gotta wait. I thought we were gonna see more movement since we had news, but like I said, we might see that type of volatility later. I don't think it's gonna happen right now since most of the news is like in the afternoon for New York, the afternoon session. Let me see what gold's doing. Gold probably already pushed up, right? No. See, still inside the range. We might see movements after 9:30. Regardless, I sent out the signals for gold and GJ in the signal room. Now you just gotta wait. I sent out the gold trade and the GJ trade for the VIP students. If you're in the signal room, you should be able to catch those trades. If more than likely those trades are not gonna activate during the live stream, but we are in a win streak, guys, and I don't want to ruin the win streak by forcing a trade. We're currently 3-0 for the week. Last week we were 10-0, so we're kind of like in a 13 trade win streak right now. We haven't lost in the last 13 trades that we've sent out, so it's been a super successful 2 weeks in the markets, and I don't want to force it. I'm gonna let the market do whatever it has to do, and that's how we've been able to keep on with that win streak, right? I'm just not taking it as serious. If the market wants to go in our favor, then might as well. If it doesn't, then no trading days. No trade is a no trading day, break even day. Cool. We're not losing anything, right? So we just gotta be patient and wait for trade to happen. If not, then we won't trade. Simple as that. Nas, our entries are it's far away. GJ is the nicest looking one right now, but it's just too slow right now. And gold, I don't know when it's gonna break out. I'm just waiting. So you just gotta patiently wait. If you guys have any questions or anything leave it in the chat. I'll be answering it for you guys. I have a Spanish podcast coming out. On Friday with Top Tier Español. So if you guys want to watch it, it's gonna be on their YouTube channel. I got interviewed by some of the traders from Top Tier, and it's a Spanish podcast. It's my first Spanish podcast. It came out really good, guys. So honestly think my Spanish podcast was better than my English podcast. It was actually really good. Ahora se llama una empresa de fondeo, mismo se llama, pero que no se va. Also, if you guys know any podcasts here in Miami that you guys would want me to go and talk, I'm down to do it. I could do podcasts in both languages. I'm pretty fluent on both. So if you want me to do an English podcast, I'll do it. You guys want me to do a Spanish podcast? I'll do it. Alright, guys, so it looks like the market's not gonna give us a trade today. Um, so I'll be ending the live stream here. But I appreciate all you guys who joined the live stream. I live stream every Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays for free on YouTube, where I live trade gold, GJ, and a few indices, or pretty much whatever you guys want me to trade. You guys leave it in the chat. I'll go over, and if the market's nice, I'll more than likely send out a signal for it. But I appreciate all you guys for joining. We are currently in a 13 trade win streak, and I appreciate all you guys for joining the live stream. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow. If you're new to the live stream, I live stream at 8:30 a.m. Eastern, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And I'll be trading again tomorrow. I appreciate all you guys for joining. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Peace.